From a mediocre footballing career to a remarkable managerial career, having transformed the fortunes of Ajax, Erik Ten Hag has been called upon to restore Manchester United to its glory days, but it's his glorious lifestyle that catches our attention as he is a different person away from the sport. Let's dig deep into his properties, net worth, relationship, and personal life. Erik Ten Hag was born on the 2nd of February 1970 in Oldenzaal, Netherlands, where he grew up with his two brothers as the middle child. His father owned a successful real estate company and hoped that Erik would follow in his footsteps. But from a young age, the Dutchman showed no interest in the family business. Instead, he was more interested in football. Erik and his brothers were raised in the Catholic way. As a young child, he was an altar boy in his family's church, but he had one habit that caught everyone's attention: picking up football cards of his idol, Johan Cruyff. He and his brothers also played football every day, and when Erik was 10 years old, they formed their own small club, Velmets Voetbalvereniging. Young Erik attended Ludgers School, where he enjoyed playing football and billiards. Against his parents' wishes, he decided to pursue a career in football, and this is how it turned out. Erik Ten Hag left his boyhood club for the FC Twente Youth Academy and started off as a midfielder at the age of 13. He remained there until 1989 when he debuted for the first team. After spending 2 seasons at the Graafschap, he moved back to Twente for a second stint, and in 1993, he helped the club to win the KNVB Cup, the first major trophy of his career. After leaving FC Twente, Erik played for other Dutch clubs, RKC Waalwijk and FC Utrecht, before coming back for a third stint at Twente. He retired from professional football in 2002 at the age of 32. Following his retirement, the Dutchman began his coaching career as an assistant coach at Twente. He later moved to PSV Eindhoven, where he served as an assistant coach for 3 years. Ten Hag was named manager of the Go Ahead Eagles in 2012, and he led the squad to their first promotion in 17 years during his only season with them. This accomplishment would later influence his managerial career. After spending the next couple of months managing Bayern Munich's reserve team and being the head coach of Utrecht, his managerial career was fully off the mark when he was appointed as Ajax's head coach at the middle of the 2017-18 season. He guided the team to the UEFA Championship League semi-final in his first full season with the club and won 3 league titles and 2 domestic cups with the club. Also, he was able to set a record of 100 league victories in just 128 games with Ajax. Following his achievements, Ten Hag was appointed as the manager of Manchester United in the summer of 2022 on a 3-year contract. Last month, he was able to guide the club to its first trophy since 2017 after winning the League Cup, and United is now in a prime position to finish within the top 3. Ten Hag usually prefers using a 4-3-3 formation to create an attacking, fluid side that is sometimes reminiscent of Pep Guardiola, but let's pause for a while and take a closer look at what is going on in the personal life of the Dutchman. Erik leads a very private life, but we do know that he is happily married to Bianca Ten Hag, and the couple has 2 daughters and a son. Despite being the wife of a sports celebrity, Bianca Ten Hag is not one to seek the limelight. She prefers to keep a low profile and doesn't make excessive public appearances. As a result, not much is known about her personal life. While the details of their relationship remain private, it is believed that Ten Hag and Bianca have been together since childhood. Although Bianca was born in the Netherlands, she has managed to maintain her privacy and has not shared much information about her upbringing or background. Erik and Bianca reside in Oldenzaal in Twente, Netherlands, and they are often spotted playing golf during their free time. Despite not sharing much, it's clear that the couple values each other and their family above all else. The Red Devils manager leads a well-rounded life, balancing work and leisure with a strict regimen to maintain his fitness. The 52-year-old enjoys reading books, jogging, and playing golf. He is an avid fitness enthusiast who follows a strict diet and exercises routine to maintain his physical fitness. Ten Hag's body art is limited to his coaching skills, not tattoos. The renowned football manager is not known to have any tattoos. Rumors have it that the gaffer may be moving to Salford in Manchester. He was recently spotted house hunting with his wife Bianca in Cheshire. The couple entered the village of Hale on electric bikes since they had previously stopped there at a cafe. Then they appeared to be considering settling down in Cheshire's sought-after Golden Triangle as they looked at homes in an estate's agent's display. The Golden Triangle encompasses places like Wilmslow, Knutsford, Alderley Edge, and Prestbury, and has been a long favorite neighborhood for United and City football players. Ten Hag appears to be a typical example of the affluent and successful seeking exclusivity and solitude in this area. He is said to drive a Mercedes-Benz S350, which costs about $150,000, and an E-Class, which is worth over $60,000. Not bad for a man of his status and taste, but superfans like you and I would like to know how much the gaffer is worth. The Dutchman has amassed considerable wealth over the years. His current salary at Manchester United is a whopping £9 million per year, equivalent to £173 per week. While this may be only half of what Pep Guardiola earns at Manchester City, Ten Hag's contract is loaded with incentives that leave him smiling at the end of the season if his team does well. Ten Hag's net worth is estimated to be around £4 million, but wealth is not a significant factor for the Dutchman as he comes from a well-to-do family. In September of last year, Ten Hag attended a charity event hosted by the Salvation Army, a worldwide Christian church and registered charity. The Salvation Army is known for its work in supporting homeless people to rebuild their lives, and by attending the event, Erik showed his support for their cause. His attendance at the event helped to raise awareness to help people in need. The Red Devils coach has been embroiled in controversy in the past, most notably surrounding his handling of the incident with Cristiano Ronaldo. While many praised Ten Hag for his leadership in the situation, not everyone was happy with how things played out. Former Portuguese winger Futuri was among those who criticized Ten Hag's approach to managing Ronaldo's situation, claiming that the United boss had humiliated the superstar. Futuri suggested that Ronaldo should be treated differently from other players within the squad. The controversy highlights the challenges that come with managing high-profile athletes like Ronaldo, who often have strong personalities and expectations about how they should be treated. While Ten Hag's approach may have been effective in moving on from this incident, it is clear that his actions have split opinions of fans and pundits alike. As with any public figure, there are bound to be critics and naysayers, but Ten Hag has shown himself to be a strong and effective leader in his role as Man United manager. One of the most intriguing facts about Ten Hag is that he is one of the few high-profile football personalities who are not active on social media. Even though Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are important platforms for communication and self-promotion in the modern era, Ten Hag has chosen to stay off these platforms entirely, preferring to focus on his work on the pitch. Aside from his reluctance to engage with social media, Ten Hag has an interesting background many may not know about. As a child, he was a keen dancer, and his parents enrolled him in a dancing school to nurture his talent. He spent many hours at the Dwarfs Dance School in Augsburgen, where he grew up, perfecting his moves and learning new techniques. Thankfully, he ultimately decided to pursue a career in football rather than dance, and we now have a disciplined and tactical astute manager who is widely regarded as one of the best coaches in the game.